Guys, welcome to Pen Dentistry. Hope you are doing good. I am Dr. Aishwarya with you for easy learning and better understanding. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go and subscribe to my channel and learn the dentistry in an easy manner. Welcome to Basics of Dental Anatomy. Now we are going to see the dental tissue, the basic dental tissue. What are the dental tissues present in the oral cavity of the human being or in a single tooth? The first thing is enamel. Enamel. The second one is dentine. Third one is cementum. And the last one is pulp. One is enamel. Enamel is also known as substantia, adamantina. Okay. Substantia adamantina. This is the another name of the enamel, scientific name. Enamel covers the crown portion. If this is the tooth part, okay, and this is the root part of the tooth, the outermost part is known as, this covers the outermost part. This covers the crown of the tooth. It is the hardest material of the human body. The hardness is here necessary. Why the hardness is present here? Because during the chewing, forces are applied on the enamel. So to prevent the forces and to help in chewing, to exist the force, the enamel is the hardest portion of the tooth. Enamel consists of organic as well as inorganic matter. The organic matter, it is only 5% and rest of the inorganic matter percent. And rest of the inorganic matter, they are rest of the 5%. That is 95% are inorganic and the 5% is organic matter. Now, the enamel is having no cell. No cells are present in enamel. So, because of that, no cells, no vessels are present in enamel. No cells or no vessels are present. That's why the enamel is known as non-living tissue. The enamel are non-living tissue because it is not having the cells as well as the vessels. And any damage, when there is a damage caused on the enamel, it does not repair on its own because it is not having a cells, it is not having a vessels. Cells repair themselves, vessels repair themselves, but the if the portion is not having cell or vessel, it is not going to repair on its own, and it is a non-living tissue. Dentine. Dentine are known as substantia eburnea. Dentine is known as substantia eburnea. Okay, dentine, this is the bulk of the crown. The inner part of the part which is inside the ear. This is the dentine part. Okay, this is the dentine part, green one. Just under the enamel, it forms the bulk of the crown and root of the tooth. Ear. It is also present in the roots of the tooth. Dentine, it is having the similar type of hardness. The hardness is as compared to the bone. It is equal to the bone tissue. The hardness of the dentine is equal to the bone tissue. And here what is present? Small types of tubules are present in the dentine from the pulp. From the crown up till the region of the pulp. Small tubules are present, okay, in the crown up till the pulp region. This was the dentine. Now we are coming on cementum. Cementum is known as substantia ossia. It is known as substantia ossia. It covers the root portion of the tooth. This is the root portion. It is covered with the cementum. Okay. It is covered with the cementum region, cementum tissue. Sorry. So this is it consists of 5% organic matter again, and rest of the portion is known as 95% is known as is with the inorganic matter. 5% is the organic matter and 95% which is having it is inorganic matter. Here what happened, it is having a periodontal ligament that binds the tooth with the alveolar bone. The cementum is having here the ligaments, periodontal ligaments. It binds with the alveolar wall. The bone is present here. Okay. If this is the bone, here the tooth is present. It is having a periodontal ligaments which bind the tooth with the alveolar bone. This is the quality of the cementum. I am giving you the information here in a very short manner because we are going with the basics. Pulp now. Pulp consists of connective tissue, nerves, vessels and lymphatics. Here connective tissues are present. Tissue, nerves, vessels and the lymphatics. Lymphatic system is present in the pulp. Pulp, it is a house. It is a house like. You can see inside. So it is the name is given house like cavity is known as pulp cavity. The pulp is making a shape of the tooth inside the tooth. It is same manner it is making a shape of the tooth inside the whole part of the tooth. The pulp connect the periodontal membrane throughout the root canal and it open in the apical foramen. Here down it opens. Pulp open in the apical foramen. This is the apical foramen. It is connected from here. The whole part inside is the pulp region. Okay, this is the pulp. This is the red part is the pulp. It connects with the periodontal membrane. Foramen is placed between. Via the foramen, it connects the tooth with the membrane. The pulp cavity is differentiated into two portions. If this is the inside, the cavity, the pulp cavity is there. If this is the cavity, this one, it is divided into two parts. The upper part is known as the pulp chamber. This is known as pulp chamber. And the down part is known as pulp canal. The upper part is the chamber as it is making a chamber like thing or chamber like room like area, and the down part is getting thinner and thinner. At this region it is broad and as you are going down with the root it is becoming thinner, so that's why it is known as canal. So this is the dental tissue, enamel, dentine and cementum and pulp.